This is the tap water coming out of their faucet. Along the way, we spotted the Cross Creek, which has flooded its banks, and that's what we want to show you right now. The equipment is in place, but they've got plastic bags over. Police say the woman was on a cigarette break and had made it all the way back to her car. Meantime, his challenger in the race, Dan McCready, put out a video earlier today. I am standing in that coveted parking spot. You can see that front door where Taylor's daughter would come out of. The water continues to rise here in Spring Lake. We have made our way onto a large vehicle by the Spring Lake Fire Department, getting a chance to see firsthand the damage that the Little River flooding is doing. They are doing their best, Angela, to just hold it together. Behind me here is a makeshift memorial for 15-year-old Jalen Bryant, and it continues to grow.
I feel like I can't move on, but I know that I have to.
Alicia Bryant hasn't been able to sleep or eat. Her world came to a grinding halt Tuesday when she learned her 15-year-old son, Jalen, had been struck and killed. Bryant says he was waiting for the bus Tuesday around 7 a.m., headed to Sanderson High School, where he was a freshman.
Jalen was a sweet, kind, innocent, very shy, quiet.
Police say the driver who hit him didn't stop. 62-year-old John Leach appeared before a judge. According to court documents, Leach tried to say he was the victim of a different hit-and-run crash, then later stated he struck a pole in the road. He made his $65,000 bond and wasted no time leaving court. Bryant and her family were there for it.
All you had to do was stop. No matter what it was, you could have just stopped just to see what it was.
Bryant believes if he had, her son might still be alive. We spoke with her at the scene of the accident on Rock Quarry Road. Like so many others, she felt the need to write a message and leave flowers.
Talk to him.
Do you feel close to him here?
Yes. I'll be here every day.
Bryant tells me she lost her mom 10 days ago. Much like Jalen, she too was crossing the street and was struck and killed. Bryant says the driver involved in that case stayed on the scene. Jalen's classmates also stopped by the memorial. They wanted people to know that he was funny, kind, and smart. His funeral is planned for Tuesday. Live in Raleigh, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News.
It was a lot worse.
Sandra Delgado showed me the bruises and scratches on her hands and arms. The pregnant mother tells me they're the result of a fight with another mother.
She grabbed me by my neck, and I kind of moved back, so she got my shirt.
It started over on Tuscan Ridge Way by 42. Delgado says she doesn't remember cutting anyone off, but the suspect, Tony Brannon, tells a different story.
I'm assuming she's going to go right. Instead, I get ready to go, and she goes.
It happened Tuesday afternoon. Brannon says Delgado nearly caused an accident.
At that point, I probably didn't make the best decision, and I did follow her.
When I noticed her following so close, she flicked me the bird. And so I'm like, I'm just going to let this go. I'm late to pick up my little girl.
Investigators confirm Brannon followed Delgado to East Clayton Elementary School. Brannon admits her kids were in the car.
And she just jumps out, and she's like, she's going crazy.
I said, why in the world would you do that? You took a chance of hurting a lot of people.
I'm explaining to her, if I did cut you off, then I apologize.
When I approached her, I went like this. She grabs, she throws me down. I hit the back of my head.
They say school administrators pulled them apart and called police. Brannon tells me she left the scene.
I truly believe that I've been charged with assault because I was not there to tell my side of the story.
Brannon says she had a black eye, that her chest, neck, and head are bruised.
If you could say something to her at this point, what would it be?
Get some anger management classes.
Brannon has been charged with assault and disorderly conduct. She tells me she has hired an attorney and is optimistic the charges will be dismissed. In Clayton, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News.
How could you put off somebody's house burning?
Eddie Anderson says it took longer than it should have for the Knightdale Fire Department to respond to his home back in May 2017.
The right side of the minivan caught on fire, and so it just caught like this lantern and stuff right here on fire. And so we sitting here waiting on the fire truck, so it shot out the motor to her SUV and it just burned all that up.
According to the town's report, firefighters arrived on scene in 9 minutes. They were on another call. Anderson says the delay allowed the fire to spread. He tells me repairs cost upwards of $100,000. The town commissioned a study of its fire department. It determined that in Knightdale, there's one firefighter to every 1,700 residents. The median for other municipalities in Wake County is 1 to every 500 residents. The report found what it called a significant need for staffing, an immediate need for an additional fire station, and an aging fire fleet. Out of all the municipal fire departments in Wake County, Knightdale was ranked last, 10 out of 10. Is that something that's on the town's radar at this point?
Yeah, I'm not sure the response times are that much higher. I know there's an issue that we need another station. And certainly, we always need more firefighters.
Councilman Russell Killen was the only town official willing to talk to me about the study. The town manager and fire chief both declined.
Clearly, we want to improve our response times here, but the town's doing a good job. I mean, I think it's important to know that we've got a great insurance rating.
We had another call, so they had to go to another call, and we had to stand out here and watch our house burn.
Killen says the town will use the study in its budget and planning processes moving forward. Anderson tells me it can't happen soon enough. In Knightdale, Amy Cutler, CBS 17 News.